Textiles are a topic that often get kind of confused or mixed with other topics or sometimes ignored completely. Some people, of course, are only interested in the textiles, and sculpture and painting is not as important. There's all different types of interest in Himalayan art because it's just such a broad field. Now, for textiles, we really have to divide it into, or understand that it belongs to two categories. Yes, it can be completely its own category, but also textiles can also be tankas. So if we have certain types of figurative or mandala subjects done as textiles, then those are technically tankas, and they're referred to in the Tibetan language as a tanka, or a scroll work art. Now, with textiles, we really have four main subjects. We have applique, we have embroidery, we have weaving, and then we have decorative uses, which can include hangings and banners that are not necessarily figurative, but are meant as purely decorative, or sometimes even ritual use, but it's combined with some other object. Now, the most common types of textile we will see are applique. Applique is very commonly done in the Himalayan regions, and it is usually done by tailors, and the tailors are often men, but giant applique scroll works are often a community affair. It's an entire village can be involved with creating the giant applique, and the subject of the applique artworks are usually Buddhas, teachers, deities, and these are actually sketched out and turned into a pattern by an artist, by a painter. Now, the second is embroidery. Embroidery is also done in the Himalayan regions, but also done very much in mainland China and in Mongolia. And it is less common, although some finishing work on appliques will be done with embroidery, the technique of embroidery. Now, the third type is weaving, and there's actually very few tankas or scroll works that are done in the Himalayan regions, and the majority of weavings, or the Chinese kusa, the split weave or slit weave weavings, these are done in mainland China, and they are done based on a pattern that is sent from Tibet or the Himalayan regions. One of the most important locations for doing this kind of work is Hangzhou in south of Shanghai. Very famous for weaving and textile work. Now, the fourth category is decorative uses, hangings, and banners. Now, decorative uses here also means the brocade that can surround a painted scroll work, a painted tanka. It also means the hangings, circular hangings, flat, rectangular hangings that we find in temples and monasteries. There's a lot of different ways and different types of decorative uses that can be found. So really there's a lot to talk about, and it really has to be divided up into different categories to really explore the uses of textile and also the textile scroll work, ritual art of the Buddhists and the Bön. So if you like this video, then you can press the like button. You can also send questions and comments. You can also join HAR on Patreon and help to support the work we do.